This is a beautiful Lotus Exige Sport 410, I think. Love the colour. Covered in carbon. I actually looked at getting one of these or similar instead of my Noble. I think these only came out in 2019, the Sport 410, so still about 60 grand I think. Second hand as a start point. Not sure what carbon came as standard on these. I know the front splitter was standard, I think the wing was, but not sure what else. Yeah, lovely car. And the Sport 410 was a more road-focused version, I suppose, than the Cup 430. I guess the ultimate road-going Exige. Couple of Lambos here today, two Huracans, sandwiching an Aston Martin Vantage. This is very yellow inside and out. Obviously the 5.2 naturally aspirated V10. Had that engine in my Audi R8 actually. Lovely engine when it howls at 8,500 RPM.
Oh, sorry mate.
Lovely Aston. I'm still not 100% convinced on the rear end of these, but still a beautiful car. And then another Huracan next to it. It's an Evo.
Yeah, just admiring.
So it's an LP640, 640 horsepower of course. I think that was 40 more maybe than the standard, or the previous version I should say. They're meant to drive much better. I think dynamically they had quite a lot of changes. This one's very purple. You don't get subtle Lambo colours. And then I think this is probably my favourite car actually here today. It's absolutely stunning condition. Jaguar Mark II. Looks awesome in this. Is it British Racing Green, I guess? Yeah, stunning car.
An Ultima, which I have a soft spot for, partly because they're just crazy and brilliant, and obviously partly because they're designed by Lee Noble, who also designed my M12. I've seen this one at a couple of shows. The owner actually builds them for other people, and this one has a 4.2 Audi V8 from the Gen 1 R8. And then this was a beautiful Lotus Esprit. I've seen quite a few dogs in my time, but this one was in excellent condition, really lovely. Unfortunately the E-Type Jag had gone by the time I got here, but here was a beautiful, again, 488 Spider, which actually I was amazed, looks absolutely massive next to the E-Type and this AC Cobra. Not sure if this is original, I presume it's not. I think I've seen this one at shows as well with the teddy bears, but let me know. I don't know if this is a DAX or something. It has the 383 engine, which I think is a 350 cubic inch bored out. And then I think this is a bespoke coloured Porsche GT3 Touring. Then another Ultima, which you don't see many of. Now this one was interesting because it apparently has a Rover V8 in it, which is not the expected engine of choice in these, I don't think, but it sounded absolutely incredible, and you can probably see why looking at this exhaust system at the back. But yeah, possibly the best sounding car there today. And then a couple of absolutely beautiful GT4 RSs, lovely colours, love these cars. Not quite so good, sorry, with the sunlight this side, but here they are on the other side. Yeah, some of my favourite Porsches, these. And of course, Errol Atom, and the organiser is a big Alpha fan. So we've got a 4C there, 156 obviously, and then a GTV6, which is lovely. And then an NXX here with an Acura badge, which is interesting. So let me know your thoughts on. And then a lovely colour 930 era Porsche, and next to I believe a Ferrari 412, I think. So this is Pininfarina era, front engine V12, 2+2. Don't see many of these around, that's for sure. And sorry, I couldn't resist that part. Rewinded that. I didn't hear at the time the very well trained child in the background admiring my Noble, despite the fact that it was next to some very nice Porsches, including another 930 era Porsche that had gone by the time I walked round.
You have to help me out on this. I have embarrassingly rubbish knowledge on Porsches. I think it's 1970s, mid 70s. So I guess it's G series. Looks like massive turbo flared arches, but says Carrera on it. And I don't remember that ducktail at the back being standard. So yeah, basically not entirely sure what this is. So help me out here, please. Looks absolutely brilliant though. Love it. Lotus Evora, this is a GT 410 Sport. I guess the most extreme Evora. Supposedly 2+2, but I don't think the seats are up to much in these. Lovely car. Heavy for a Lotus at 1400 kilos. So down the line, Mustangs, M cars, Evo 10, Nissan 350Z Nismo. Cupra. There's been a few S2000s actually recently. I actually came to see this Chimera 450. Don't see that many TVRs these days. This was the 4.6, I think it's near a 4.6 and 4.5 V8. They sound great. 285 horsepower. Lovely car. And this is quite a rare TVR. I think this is a 450 SEAC, so a special edition. I think if there were only about 40 or so of these made, I think. 4.5 litre Rover V8, had the big rear wing, 325 horsepower, I guess the ultimate wedge TVR. 997 era Porsche 911, I think it's GT3 with that wing, but again showing my embarrassing lack of knowledge on Porsches. But I thought the GT3 had a slightly different bonnet at the front there. Again, have to help me out. Anyway, I came to see the Alpine A110. Love these cars because they're a bit different, and I kind of love the ethos of super lightweight on these. Yeah, it looks lovely in this colour. I don't think I've seen one. You see quite a lot of blue ones. Looks great.
So a Cupra 290, Honda S2000 with a nice big wing on. A C63S there with the M177, the 4 litre twin turbo V8. And of course one of the most iconic cars there is, the DeLorean. I've seen a few dogs of these in my time. This was actually presented superbly, really nice example. And it was next to a beautiful E30 M3 as well. You certainly don't see many of those around. Again, beautifully presented. It was pristine, really nice car. And then another very yellow Honda S2000, again with a wing, very nice. And in the background you can see I think a Mark II Jaguar, and of course a midget. You see lots of bees, but you don't see that many midgets. I love these. My mum used to have one, so I have a real soft spot for them, and good to see it was with a young owner as well.
Supercharged Alpha, looking very shiny. Awesome Skyline, Mustang, and of course the usual collection of M cars. And Porsches. With an Alpha thrown in, of course. Yeah, I think the Porsche clubs turn up here quite a lot, so there's always a lot of them. Love this McLaren 600 LT. Looks absolutely stunning in this. I guess it's a matte wrap. Just beautiful car. Most stripped out and kind of focused of the Sport Series cars. Yeah, beautiful. And then past the McLaren, definitely a bucket list car for me, AMG GTR. Lovely car, so it's the ultimate AMG GT. More kind of track focused, aggressive, more powerful, different suspension, the wing on the back, etc. Runs the 4-litre twin turbo V8. So I think this is a different DeLorean from the one I saw recently at a car meet. Northwest Norfolk 4x4 Club, so lots of Landies, original Suzuki Jimny, series Landies. Always a good show from those guys. And there's my Noble. And I just saw this E30 M3 the other day at a meet, in fact. Stunning. Next to some modern day M cars. And then this Jaguar S-Type really caught my eye. Obviously because of the wrap. Looks awesome. And that embossed Jaguar logo, I guess that's under the wrap, which is pretty cool. But also because you don't see many modified ones of these. This is like extensively modified, 4.2 litre supercharged V8, up to about, I think, 480 or so horsepower. I think that's pretty much the limit of them. I've got that engine in another car. So here's probably the pick of the Mustangs. It looks absolutely beautiful, this car. The owner's supercharging it soon. And then I'm coming this way, past Bentley and MGB to see another E30 M3, which I heard was here. You don't often see two at the same meet these days, that's for sure. Another really nice looking car. So always good collection of cars here. Lots of Mark II Focus STs, which I love because I used to have one. Good lot of Landies today. Love this TD5 with this exhaust. My Wolf. Next to a much shinier one. So my neighbours here with the very nice wolf with the flags, which I really want. There's mine. And next to a very nice Series 2 RAF ambulance. Which is up for sale for 17 grand. Very nice. Nice 101. In the military corner here. Just about every Land Rover you can think of here.
This is the P38 club. Next door to the Series 1 club.
Wow, look at you.
I was doing it before I even started to rebuild it. The catalyst to rebuild it was finding this driver's rail complete.
I think this is the best Series 1 I've ever seen. Absolutely incredible rebuild. Looks amazing.
Right at the back end of the 80-inch.
So they went to 88.
48.
Oh, you've got a BLUEBELL.
Looks like an original G4 Challenge disco, which is quite cool, quite rare. Pretty extreme. There's a ridiculous lift. Look at his exhaust. Brilliant.
Okay, well, that's lovely. Thank you very much. Very unusual.
There's a Lambo here. My Noble. Lots of Americana here. Some modern stuff, the usual M3s and stuff. Ah, nice Pontiac Firebird there. Another Pontiac over in the distance there, and a Viper, which I instantly went to. That's nice. Next to a very nice Corvette. Nice old Mustang. She looks very nice. I'm not usually a huge fan, but this looks nice.
Some classic Fords, Scooby, V8 Sora. So you get a Mark III Ford Cortina estate. You don't see many of those.
SL500. We know this Land Rover. It's the mods. OM605 engine. And Henry's Viper again. It's the 8.4 V10.
It is, but it is what it is, Dad.